And here's his man, Shakur Stevenson. He's kind of a mentor to Stevenson. He looks into the eyes of Edgar Brito.
Good luck.
Stevenson already seems like he got a lot of fans here supporting him.
Tremendous amount of expectation and hype. Again, he had to go through a lot of things just to figure out who he was signing with. You know the business of boxing, Tim. It can be difficult. You have to try to find a place that will give you a home and ensure your success. We're underway.
Well,
round
he went
one.
with the best. Beautiful. He opened the gate with a right hook.
Edgar Brito saying, look, I know he's a quick, flashy amateur, but I'm not worried about him. So he's aggressive from the start.
Shakur Stevenson, much more of a defensive fighter, likes to use his speed, his footwork, angles, doesn't like to get hit at all. That's what he's worked on. That's what his style is predicated on.
That's a good body shot. He threw a hard left hand to the body. Stevenson moves around. You know, his grandfather, Wally Moses, said, look, stick to the fundamentals, jab, use your defense. I would say, Tim, let it come to you, right?
Let it come to you, absolutely. Remain patient, let it come to you. Breto's been a little bit reckless in there. I would love to see Stevenson hit him with an uppercut.
Stevenson twice to the body. His eyes open wide, looking for opportunities, and he caught him right on the jaw.
Breto's taking those shots pretty well. This is a 6-round fight. It's not a 4-round fight. So I believe Stevenson's on the fast track to a world championship.
It's not like he had that much international experience. Not like Vasily Lomachenko. He only had 27 professional fights. Went to the Olympics 23-0. Ended up 26-1. And now he's in the ring. He's still a teenager at 19 years old. The sky's the limit for this young man.
And Bernardo, you bring up Vasily Lomachenko, who's seen now basically by most as the #1 fighter in the world. He got stopped, but he lost. And Brito is hurt here, but he lost his pro debut. His second fight against Orlando Salido. And you know, he was like, what, 400 amateur fights, had lost once. He turns pro, loses his second fight.
It's a different animal,
yeah,
being a pro.
Lomachenko is honestly the best fighter in the world, in my opinion, right now.
But again, you can be matched up a little too tough. We saw that earlier in the day. We'll have highlights a little later on. You can be matched up pretty tough in your pro debut and be in over your head for your level of experience.
Well, I think that was the agreement that he had with Top Rank. He wanted to become world champion with his second professional fight. But I don't think he was ready. I don't think he was ready for a guy like Soto.
Salido, and style makes fights.
Salido, excuse me.
That's the difference. When you look at that type of style, I don't think he'd faced anybody like that as rugged in the amateurs. And Salido proved that in the pros, you don't just get a world title, you have to earn it.
Brito moves Stevenson back into the ropes. We've seen nice little flashes from Stevenson already. He is eager to go to the body. He is quick, he shows enough power, and he hits him again up top. Brito is game. Stevenson is final seconds of his first round in what is expected to be a tremendous professional future.
Well, he's hitting Brito with clean punches, but it don't seem that effective right now. I think he needs to focus on the body. Here's Shakur, he throws a straight left, and another straight left, and another one. And one to the body.
None of them really connected solid, but he's putting it out there so far. That one did. Nice 1-2 combination by Shakur Stevenson.
He landed 2 hard shots on Brito, one to his jaw and then one to his body. So he is capable of throwing some real shots.
Brito has a good chin.
Wally Moses, that's his grandfather in his corner. He really shepherded him through his life and his amateur career. Said, look, I knew this kid was something special. I had to keep him away from something catastrophic in Newark, and he was able to do that. Oldest of 9 children, Shakur Stevenson. Back with the jab and throwing the hands now in round 2.
Keiko Roma, who took Shakur Stevenson to the Olympics as his coach, is very high on this kid. He believed in him, and he thought he was going to earn a world title, and now he's using those tears from the disappointment into motivation to become a true star in the professional ranks.
Nice uppercut and hook from Stevenson as Brito is looking just to hold on now.
Sometimes young fighters, they don't go to the body enough. You know, Shakur Stevenson's going to the body every now and then. He should focus down there. He's hitting him with clean shots at the top on the top of the head. He needs to drop him down, hit him towards the chin. Keep going down to the body and weaken him, Brito, just like that. And it'll set up big shots over the top.
Yeah, he's found the pocket now. He's able to get out of harm's way and step right back in and hit him with something hard.
Got to go down to the body. You can't knock everybody out to the head.
You're talking pro action now, and that's exactly what he's doing, putting punches together, looking sharp, moving out of the way. Brito trying to pressure, but you see the footwork of Shakur Stevenson. Very effective with it.
Wally Moses there in the corner, he said when Shakur was a young man, he said, "Pop-Up, I'm married to boxing now." And he went to the gym with him 3 times a day because Wally was going back for one fighter after another. He'd go back to the gym 3 separate times a day, and little Shakur would go with him. Grew up in the gym, and you can see, I mean, things that he'll just do automatically.
Well, you have to be married to boxing to become a world champion. I can tell you that much.
Shakur Stevenson is married to shadow boxing. When he was in the Olympics, there was stories of him, just everyone would be standing around except for Shakur. He'd be shadow boxing. He's known for that. His favorite thing is the mirror, looking at himself and figuring out his craft.
That's every fighter. We always look in the mirror.
Well, his grandfather told us that the only time he knows when he's sleeping is when he's not boxing. You know, when we can't hear him shadow boxing and, you know, doing the firing out the shots, that's when he knows he's asleep.
He got clipped a little with the left hook coming in.
Hey, Brito is a guy with his own dreams and aspirations. You know, he said when he got the phone call for this fight, he didn't hesitate. Tim, I would hesitate. Hey, we want you to fight the #1 prospect in the world. Really?
Yeah.
What does that tell me?
But Brito knows he's tough, and he knows he's durable, and he's looking for the opportunity.
Good thudding left hand from Stevenson.
To beat a guy like Stevenson.
Well, it is an opportunity. Look, he's 3-2-1, and he gets a chance like this. He thinks this could vault him up. Of course, with a win, but with a good showing, who knows? It doesn't hurt him either. Brito goes down, ruling that a push.
Yeah, that was, you know, the southpaw and the right-handed fighter tripped up there once again at the end of the round.
Ed Hernandez Sr. is the referee, ruled that a push immediately, so no knockdown, and we're through 2 rounds. Again, it is scheduled for 6, which is rare for the professional debut. Just to take another look at this, Tim, and make sure this was what it was.
Right hook.
Tell you what, he
That's
caught.
a punch.
Tell you what, he caught him with that left hand.
That's a punch.
Put it right along his jaw. You're right. Put it right.
That's a knockdown.
Put it right across his chin.
That is a knockdown.
It was so fast. It was so slight.
The
Referee didn't see it. I wasn't sure. I didn't hear you saying it.
I think the referee probably went with the follow-through that he thought brought him down.
Brought him down.
I thought so too.
Well, that happened to me in the Pacquiao fight, the last Pacquiao fight in the 5th round, and it was called a knockdown.
There you go. Happens all the time.
Getting ready for round 3. Shakur Stevenson right there says, everybody at 126, I'll give him problems. Already.
He can, listen, he can box. He has skill. But I would love to see him sit down on his punches a little bit more, turn his shots over.
He still has to get his man straight. He's 19 years old. He's still slight. He's got all the talent in the world, but take it easy. Take it step by step. You got to learn your craft. And against a guy like Brito, that's a great fight for him because Brito's going to make him work.
Yeah, he has. Brito has experience, 6 professional fights, and he's rough and tough.
Yeah, got a little rough there, and Hernandez gives him a verbal warning.
Is that blood on the bridge of Brito's nose, or is it just an irritation from a punch?
Listen, Mayweather was young when he came out of the Olympics as well.
You know, I was just going to bring that up, Tim, too, because 1997, it's like, was a very different Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Right, very different. Now, he was Fight of the Year in 1998, but right, we're looking, this is his first pro fight.
Yes.
But no, I want to hear from you what you think. Like, hey, what is he doing great? What is he not doing so great?
I mean, honestly, he's finding his spots. He's landing good shots, but like I told you, it's not effective. He's not hurting Brito. He's not even, Brito's not respecting his power.
I'll tell you what, he just changed his timing just a bit and then fired off a left hand. That was impressive.
He needs to change his focus and go down to the body if he wants to get him up out of here.
Tim was saying, anything other than a knockout would be a disappointment. And it was a disappointment for Floyd Mayweather not to be able to sign Shakur Stevenson, because he was at that gold medal match and he wanted to sign both fighters. He wanted to sign Robeisy Ramirez and Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur decided to go with the man who built the career of Floyd Mayweather and Bob Arum.
He just flashed out a little leather there. Yeah. He's aggravated with something. Maybe Brito is getting rough on the inside, but... Oh, and the head comes up from Brito and flashes back. Now Hernandez might take a point away. Yes, he is.
There it is.
Yeah, he came right up through the middle with the head.
Yeah. Oh, he's arguing with the ref.
Brito protests, said he just moved his head up, but I mean, that was pretty glaring. Well, it's a good test for Stevenson. Let's see how he responds.
Catches him with a nice jab coming in. I think the frustration on the part of Brito could play into Shakur Stevenson's hands here.
Said a little bit of everything from Shakur Stevenson. Look at that left hand. He's finding a home for that left hand, but I love the way he's stepping around, using his combinations, using his jab. He has a lot of skills for a guy with just one professional fight. Pro debut.
Lead left there from Stevenson, and that landed as well. Brito starting to make this a little uglier. And you see a little bit of blood now trickling on the side of the left eye of Edgar Brito.
Brito used the inside of the glove on Shakur Stevenson, trying to get the young kid flustered. But so far, Shakur Stevenson doing well to keep calm and keep his cool.
And he pushed back his head as well. That's not a punch. That's not some legal shot. So Brito getting rough. Shakur not smiling now in a rough fight in his pro debut. Let's watch it again.
Oh.
Yeah, look,
that's deliberate.
That's even dirtier than I thought. Well, he got a point taken away. That's what the referee has to do.
I think that's frustration. I think, honestly, Brito is frustrated. He's getting hit with all these shots, and he just wanted to do something dirty to try to get Stevenson out of his game, off his game.
Look, you can hold, you can clutch and grab and make it ugly. Look, Andre Ward, his hero, had to do that against Sergey Kovalev to survive and actually come back and win that fight. But that's now over the line.
Right.
That's past what you want.
Aureliano Cortez is telling Edgar Brito, look, I want you to win this fight, but I want you to win it the right way. So even they're looking at it and saying, hey, gamesmanship is one thing, but you've crossed the line. Yeah. I like to see that in the corner, because sometimes they say, go get it. And that it's great that they're kind of reining him in. They also don't want to see him get disqualified.
Right.
Round 3, the professional debut of 19-year-old Shakur Stevenson. Excuse me, round 4.
Nice combination.
Look at that. And I love it. You know what? I love the fact he steps inside and he ties up already. I mean, this is his pro debut, and I'm seeing things that veteran fighters do, like tie him up, get close. A lot of people don't realize you're safe in the inside. You're safe in the inside. You get your head on the outside of that shoulder, that's where you're safe at.
The blood now coming down off the cheek of Edgar Brito.
That was called a headbutt, so just to let everyone know, we're in round 4.
Shakur has really good defense. Oh, nice combination.
Let him go, let him go, let him go.
His issue, even in the Olympics, was throwing enough punches. I think he needs to let his hands go a little bit more, but he's more of a defensive fighter.
Yeah, well, Floyd Mayweather didn't become a defense fighter until he hurt his hand.
Exactly.
And then later in his career.
Yeah, good body shots from Shakur Stevenson, and then up over the top with the left hand. That's impressive work. Again, body shot, and that hurt Brito.
Brito's now cut from the right eye as well. So 2 cuts on the face of Edgar Brito.
You know what, Tim? Every time he goes to the body, it's impressive. And he hurts Brito with almost every other shot. Absolutely. Then he goes up top.
That's where he needs to focus, to the body. He wants to get Brito out of here, go down to this body.
Flashes out. That was a quick left hand, and then back to the body with the right.
I observed in between rounds, Andre Ward telling Kei Karoma, tell him to go downstairs, tell him to go to the body, and that's exactly what we're seeing, the big change here in round 4.
Yeah, you can see the big change. You see Brito, he's backing off now. He's not coming forward anymore. I love those 3 left hands down the middle.
Yeah.
I love that.
What's more disheartening, seeing the blood come down your face or getting ponded to the body?
Getting hit to the body. No one likes to get hit to the body.
You know, from the first body shot he threw, though, you could see it had its effect on Brito. And that's impressive. Again, 19-year-old kid, again, you get that rep of amateur fighter, flashy hands, oh, you're quick on your feet, but usually you don't have that type of power thrown to the body.
Poise, patience, efficiency. You gotta like that about Shakur Stevenson here in his first professional bout.
He's still not going down to that body. I haven't seen him in the last 30 seconds go down to that body. He's headhutting. And he's standing right in front of him now. He doesn't feel anything coming back from Brito now.
That's probably the worst place for him to be, though.
Brito tries a body shot, throwing it right toward Newark. On his trunks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up next, in our championship triple header, this is the pro debut of Shakur Stevenson, getting ready for round number 5. Bursak, as I mentioned toward the top, in camp and mentored basically by Vladimir Klitschko as he gets ready for Anthony Joshua next week.
Yeah, I think he thinks that's his secret weapon with the Klitschko brothers, and taught him how to fight taller guys and southpaws. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be using some of their tactics they taught him over the training camp.
And Tim Bradley, I'll say this: round 5 now. I'm glad this wasn't 4 rounds. You know, I want to see more of Shakur Stevenson and see how he handles a rough guy like Brito.
Well, he looks good to me right now. Very sharp, skillful, southpaw. I would just love to see him go down to that body.
He did some sparring with 2012 Olympian Joseph Jojo Diaz, also with super bantamweight champion Jesse Magdaleno, who defended his title earlier on this card, and Gervonta Davis, another world title.
Ooh, that's high level right there. That's
wow.
Putting in work.
Yeah, world-class sparring. Those are sharp left hands from Stevenson. That's fast.
And this is high-level skill, let me tell you that. He catches him with 2 shots, he steps to the side, he catches him with another 2 shots, he steps around them.
Tim,
angles.
Yeah, Tim, how would you rate the speed? Because there's some shots I have to really watch the left hand, or you will not see it flash out.
90. I would give him a 90. 90 on the speed.
He's giving him video game rating.
So skillful. Look at that step around. Look at that. That's beautiful work. But go down to the body, please.
That's veteran type stuff. What he just did there.
It is. Honestly, I think Stevenson's getting tired of hitting this guy to the head. He's probably hurting his hands right now because I seen him grimace a little bit when he hit him with the straight left.
Brito still moving forward, his face bloodied. Very game.
Did a good job catching Brito with a nice uppercut as he was coming in, making him pay the price.
You see how relaxed Stevenson is in the inside? That's so hard to teach, honestly. He's not panicking at all. He's staying super relaxed. You see the experience he has already. Pro debut.
Quick reflexes.
Look at that.
On the defense.
Slips that, fires the left hand back, and now he goes to the body again. Flashes of brilliance in his first pro fight. And an uppercut.
Putting some pro punches together, Shakur Stevenson tonight in his pro debut. Shining. I know Timmy wanted the knockout, but even though he's looking really good.
Yeah, I think people still going to follow him. And, you know, even though if he does get the knockout tonight or not get the knockout tonight, I think that he's shown a lot of skill, you know, at this level in his career, his pro debut. My goodness, I like what I'm seeing.
Wow. Multiple uppercuts from Stevenson.
You see Stevenson shaking that left hand? I'm telling you, he hurt that left hand.
You think he hurt it?
I think he hurt it.
He held it behind his body for a second. I don't know if he was going to do a bolo punch or what happened, but maybe he did hurt it.
He hurt his left hand. Look at him. He's going back to the corner right now, shaking his left hand.
See if he mentions anything.
Well, he's not motioning to it. He didn't show it, but I guess you're trained not to show it. You don't want to hold up your hands to your trainer and let anybody know that it's hurt.
Right.
We can't hear exactly what he's saying, but he did not offer anything with his hand. We'll see if he uses it this next round.
Keep the tick going, all right?
Christina, what are they telling him in the corner?
Wally Moles is telling him in this round, just jab him to death, and we'll worry about the hand later. So it is the left hand, left wrist, something is going on there. They did make implications to that, but he told him just use the jab and get through this round, guys.
Well, that's what happens when you hit guys on top of the head.
taking a look at Edgar Brito in the corner.
Oh, they're calling it off. That, again, is surprising. Now, ringside physician coming into the ring, took a look at Edgar Brito's face and called it off.
Another anticlimactic finish because Shakur Stevenson was doing so well tonight.
Doing so well, and his hand is hurt. Look, not that Brito's going to come back and win this fight, but
I think that's what it is. You know, there was no way Brito was going to win this fight, and it makes no sense for him to continue taking this punishment. I mean, Stevenson was hitting him with some hard punches in there, some hard shots to the head.
I hear you, but was he ever wobbled? Was he ever like near going down? Like he was hurt a few times. I hear you.
No.
I don't think it was a punishing type fight where he was getting hurt. And I think that's when we look at a stoppage and say, all right, they were protecting him from himself. I think Brito could have continued. I think the bleeding really wasn't affecting him that much. He wasn't alluding to it. He wasn't rubbing his eyes throughout the fight. And the opponent had a hurt left hand. So there was a lot of things that could have happened in round 6 that we'll never get to see.
But he was getting hit a lot, guys.
He was.
No doubt. No, I'm not out for blood, Tim. I hear you. At the same time, I'm surprised. I was surprised to see the physicians go into the ring at that point, and surprised that they stopped it. Brito was surprised they stopped it. Now, again, we'll have to find out exactly what happened to the hand of Shakur Stevenson. But I saw what you saw, Tim. As soon as he brought that hand back at one point and showed that it was in pain.
Well, he's hitting him high on the head, you know, the forehead and the top of the head. It's hard. It's solid.
Andre Ward's got a big smile on his hands, touching that left hand.
Well, it's a nice performance by Stevenson against a game Edgar Brito.
That straight left hand, uppercut. Look, he threw 3 punches with the same hand. You know, you rarely see that.
He threw the multiple uppercuts and then did the thing with the hand.
All right, so I'm hearing right now that the fight was called due to headbutt, so we're going to go to the scorecards. It's not a technical knockout in favor of Shakur Stevenson. Okay. I mean, there should be no doubt in terms of him coming away with his first victory as he's there with our promoter, Bob Arum. But nonetheless, it's not a TKO. It's a fight that was called due to cuts, so it goes to the scorecards.
The headbutts were done by Brito on the face of Stevenson, but it was Brito's face that was marked up. His face was marked up by punches.
Right.
I'm confused. Look, the right guy won. I get it.
Or will win, we expect.
Yeah.
I see Shakur Stevenson kind of wiggling his jaw a little bit. Welcome to the pros, young man.
Well, again, it's all how you matched up. You can put him in there against somebody that you're going to blow out. You can find plenty of guys like that. He was put in against somebody that was going to give him a little bit of trouble, and Edgar Brito did that.
Yeah, but Stevenson handled him well.
Yeah.
Well, very well. I'm very impressed with Stevenson.
Let's get our official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after consulting with the ringside physician, referee Eddie Hernandez calls a halt to this bout due to a clash of heads. And in accordance with the rules of the California Commission, we go to the scorecard, including scoring the 6th and final round. All 3 judges are in agreement, turning in identical scorecards of 60-54 in favor of the winner by technical unanimous decision. In his pro debut, Shakur Stevenson.
All right, Shakur Stevenson, the winner by unanimous decision, a technical unanimous decision. Those boos you heard were not for Shakur Stevenson. He put on a brilliant performance tonight in his pro debut. They're for the stoppage, the fact that the referee stepped in and did not allow the 6th round to happen. But nonetheless, Shakur Stevenson off to a good start. We'll find out about that left hand, just how badly he hurt it and how he feels about coming away the victor in his first professional bout here at the StubHub Center, where great fights have happened in the past. So Shakur Stevenson,